All right, we're going to start this one off. Mapping in a hurry. You don't have software. Your boss is giving you the job. You have to make a map. You understand there's some data. You have Excel. All right. I know I assume Excel a lot. You can do this in LibreOffice or in Google Sheets as well. So we're going to go to here and we're going to go to data. And from the web, and this time we're going to paste in the Johns Hopkins repository because it has latitudes and longitudes with it. And it's going to spin for a little bit while it brings it in. And there you go. Has some header issues, but we're still going to go with it. And we're just going to, so it has latitude and longitude, so I think we're okay. So we're going to go ahead and load it. All right, didn't take too long. And so, well, there we are. We have, so you see that, like I said, the columns are a little messed up, and we would really rather that wasn't the case. So we're going to just Control A, Control C. There are other ways of doing this. Control A, Control C. Go to our sheet. We are going to paste values to make sure there's not junk in there. And we're going to, oh, so there we go. Everything we want's in there. And we're good to go. And if we turn this into a table, we'd be able to do our selections, etc. And you see we have our lat and long there, and you were tasked with determining whether rural counties in Alabama were in an unusually high growth rate over the last week, whatever the last week is. We'll get there in just a second. The first thing we want to do is we're going to go to data, and we're going to filter, and we're going to grab I see I grabbed the wrong one, and I should be grabbing the province or county, and here we're going to unselect all, and I picked Alabama just because it's right at the top. And then again I'm going to Control C, open a new sheet, and Control V, and I'm going to name that Alabama. All right, so and what I have all the way over here is sort of the late periods over here, and I don't really want all of that because I was asked to do the last week. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That works for me. And I'm just going to slide on over and delete these. Remember, they're over there in our base sheet anyway. And okay. And so there, I'm almost ready to map. I could compute a change over the last week. So why don't I do that? So I'm going to do here, I'm going to do change in the last week. And that's just going to be S2 minus M2 over M2, right, which just it has increased 32%. Why don't I multiply that by 100 so we don't end up confusing with proportions? And then again, all I have to do is double click on this. Bam. All right, so we're good to go. And then unassigned and out of, this is going to create 69 and 70. We're going to create some issues for us. We're going to delete those because when we try to map them, they're going to create some issues for us. All right, so we have this lovely, lovely set of data here, and we have dates, and this appears to be good. These dates might give us some problems later on, so but we'll give it a shot just the way it is. And I'm going to, just in case they do, I'm going to click on L and insert. Then I'm going to Control X, my change in week, to delete it. And I'm going to click back on L. I'm going to Control V just to move it over so it's inside of the problematic variables and close to my lat longs and all of that. I'm going to save now, so in case this crashes, we can get started again. And this one is going to be quick mapping JHU. All right, since I don't want to upload a ton of data, I'm going to cut and paste this into another sheet and save it as a CSV. Okay, so, and that will get rid of some of these other issues for me. But what's going to happen when I do that is Excel's going to turn these dates into something funky. So I'm up here, I'm going to do equals date, in quotes, date, underscore, and then ampersand, and I'm going to do text. I'm going to click on my date, and I'm going to do mm/dd/yy. Okay? And that's going to give me an error here. It's like, what? Name? And that's because I have to put these puppies in a quote. So there you go. Now you see it's given me, it's actually named these instead of the dates, which will be more friendly when I have to plot things. Then I'm going to Control C. I'm going to go down to the row that I want it in. I'm going to go to Home, and I'm going to paste values. And then I'm going to delete that top row. All right, so now I have my data sort of in the format that I want. And I'm going to Control A and Control C, go to File and New. And I'm going to paste into that. So now our dates worked. We have all of our stuff. Excel isn't sure whether there should be text or other things like that. When we put it to a CSV, that's not going to matter. All right, so we have our changes, and we're going to just go look to see if rural areas had bigger changes than not rural areas. Now we could use the Excel mapping, but I have another video on that. We're going to do data wrapper, since you've all seen it, and I'm sure there's going to be some requests on it. So we're going to get ahead of that. So we're going to do save as this PC. I'm going to change it to comma separated value, and I'm going to call it Alabama Corona Tide. I know, stupid. Got to do it. All right, so that has saved that. Now I'm going to go to data wrapper. Okay, and it says charts and maps with data wrapper. And you can start creating right away, or you can do your sign in. All right, so you can see I've, yeah, okay, I should change my password. All right, so I'm going to do a new map. What type of map do I want? Choropleth do I want, or dots? I'm going to go with dots for right now because dots are kind of cool. And we're in a hurry here. You can go back and do choropleth. So it's going to come here. It's not going to be, it's going to be USA Counties 2018, hopefully. Does it have states? Now that we should be able to zoom into our, oh. It does have Alabama counties. Let's search for Alabama here. USA, Alabama counties. That'll make, then we won't have to zoom in. There we go. Awesome. Then we're going to go to next. We're going to import our data set. Ooh, latitudes and longitudes, because we have that. I'm going to click here to upload my CSV file. Here I'm going to do star.csv, Alabama Corona Tide, and we're going to open that. Boom, 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 boom. So matches latitude. Which one is it, though? All right, after a moment's searching, it wants me to match as latitude, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I click on that, and then I go to next. And then I want to match as longitude. I'm going to click on so matches longitude, and then I should be able to go to next, and it'll show me a data set and go, and I should see, and I missed, so it says US and that, so arg, so I needed 9 and 10, not 8 and 9. So all I have to do is re-click it, my select map, upload the CSV file, star.csv again, Alabama Corona Tide, and now I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next, and then the next one, because they're next to each other, and next. So clearly the good thing to do is to have those 1 and 2. It'll make it a lot easier. And there's my latitude and longitude, right? And so there they are. I'm good. I like that. I'm going to proceed. They all look like they're in the right spots there. And I proceed. All right, so there it is. I want my size to be the change within the last week. And my color, I'll color them on what the current level is. All right, not sure I like that. Yeah, I'm sure I don't like that. I would like some reds to blues. Sort of backwards. We'll show the color key here so people at least know what it is. And I'm going to go to colors in reverse because I'd like the reds to be more. So there we go. So I see my big growth areas are in low population areas, in sort of rural areas right there. I got my color key. I'm going to give it a title, which is our rural corona virus explosion. In AL. Okay, and that's, I like that. That's good enough. I could put some other information on that, but I'm not going to. Probably got some red-green color blindness stuff going on here, and I might want to change that. But for right now, I was in a hurry, so now I can go to proceed. And I probably ought to put a title. Here you go, boss. All right. Should have been better than that, but there I go. I have it. Got one more. I'm going to hit proceed. And it all looks good. And then enable social sharing. And then publish. All right, now if you want to save that as a PNG, you click PNG and you download it. Or if you want to embed it, you can click here and it will give you an embed code. A couple of seconds, and there you go. There's your URL. You can, if you can embed it, you copy that embed code. If you just want to send the map, you're going to copy that. And I'm going to go over to a different browser just to make sure I'm not logged in. I get to see it. Here you go, boss. And there you go. There is your map to show what you wanted. We didn't add any pop-ups. We could have, but there you go. So quick data mapping, and you're done.